Hello friends, my name is Vicente Almeida and I'm talking to you from São Paulo in Brazil. For this assignment of the informative speech, I would like to talk to you briefly about tires. I have worked in the industry for more than 20 years, I have some knowledge, and I would like to pass to you some information that I think that can be useful. Tires are a very important part of your car. Even though you don't pay a lot of attention to them, right? They play an important role in your comfort and your safety. Right? If you think about safety, just in the United States, 2015, according to icebike.org, more than 33,000 people died, more than 2.1 million people suffered injuries, and the government, the overall spend of the system with all this picture was more than $200 million. So, paying a little attention to the maintenance of your tires, like considering the importance of them in some systems in your car, like ABS or ESP, may save you a lot of money and may contribute to your safety. In this speech, I would like to go on to 4 main points. I would like to talk about tire pressure. I would like to talk about balancing of the set wheel tire. I would like to talk about tire alignment, number 3. And number 4, some recommendations for the moment when you should start thinking about changing your tires. So, let's start with number 1, pressure. Your tires work based on air. They need air inside them to be able to sustain the weight of your vehicle. Right? The recommended pressure for your car is normally given by the manufacturer. You can find it either in the manual or you can find it in a sticker that is in the door, in the front door area, or in the lid of the fuel tank. Have a look and make sure that you know what is the recommended pressure for your car when light load or in heavy load cases. Okay? Make a check, a weekly check of the pressure, normally when the tire is cold, it's normally in the morning, right? And make sure that none of the situations is seen when you make the checking, right? The correct inflation of your tire gives you a regular footprint. So there is a regular wear of your tire and it will last more or less as expected. If you normally work with low pressure, right, your tire will have contact in the road only in these areas, what we call shoulders, right? And you will suffer premature wear of the shoulder, so you have to discard the tire earlier than expected. On the other hand, if you operate your tires with a pressure that is higher than recommended, the wear will be in the center of the tire, right? Some other problems, in low pressure, you will waste more fuel because the area of contact is smaller and the traction of the engine will not go straight to the road as it goes in this case. In this case, right, you may have even have some fuel saving because of a lower area of attrition, but we will lose stability and the tire is so tough, so hard, so stiff, that it may suffer damages in this area if you shock against an obstacle. So make sure to adjust the pressure of your car to the load it has. If it's light load, it's one type of pressure. If it's high load, it's another type. It's all in the manufacturer recommendation. Okay. Second point is tire balancing. There is a set that is tire and wheel where both parts are not very precise in terms of weight distribution. This is a manufacturing characteristics, right? So normally you try to adjust the heavier side of the tire, the heavier portion of the tire with the lighter portion of the wheel, right? This is made, people can do this in the gas station or other service areas. If you don't do this, situations like this, when the tire sort of shake or trembles, will give you some kind of lack of comfort when driving. You will feel it in the steering wheel. So do this checking every 5 or maximum 10,000 kilometers to ensure that you'll be always driving comfortably, right? Point number 3 is related to the geometry, the alignment of the car. The alignment is if the wheels are aligned in accordance with the direction of the car. So first is we call camber adjustment. Camber is a vertical adjustment, right? In ideal situation, the tire is in an angle with 90 degrees with the road. If we have a situation of negative camber, like the tire is in contact with the road only in these two areas, or if you have positive camber, only in these two external shoulder areas. This causes premature wear of your tire and may cost you some money that you don't need to expend actually, right? So very easy to check this. And another point, still into geometry, is concerning toe. Toe is that the camber was vertical alignment. This is a sort of horizontal alignment. So normal toe, which we call 0 degrees, right? You see both tires are aligned, are parallel, and the center line of the car is here in the middle. When you are in a situation of toe out, you see the front part of the tire is pointing outside the center line of the vehicle. And when you have a situation of toe in, right, the front part of the tire is pointing to the center line of the vehicle. Okay, this causes irregular wear of the tire, so it may last less time than expected, and it also causes some lack of comfort when driving, because the tire will push to one side or to the other side. It will be constantly required as a driver to adjust the position of the steering wheel. Okay, this concludes number 3, and then we go to number 4, which is when you should change your tires, and how do you know that you need to change your tires, right? If you look in the sidewall of your tire, this is the sidewall, you will find in 6 points, 60 degrees of difference between them, a small arrow. And in the area close to this arrow, there are 3 letters, TWI, that stand for tread wear indicator. And they will show you where you should check the wear of the tire. So, giving in a better detail, right? In this picture, if you go inside the wear, you see these small pieces of rubber here, right? That indicates that it's time to change your tire. Normally, the tread of the tire has a depth of 8 millimeters when it's new. Well, by the way, when it comes here, it will have only 1.6 millimeters. And with 1.6 millimeters, you don't have an efficient behavior of the tire in terms of braking distance and aquaplaning. So have a look of this, especially in terms of braking. It may be very dangerous if the tire is too worn, right? See this chart here, which is prepared by the industry, right? When your tire has 8 millimeters and you are driving at a speed of approximately 80 kilometers per hour, which is 50 miles per hour, it will take you about 29 meters to stop your car. When the tread depth goes down to 3 millimeters, this distance goes to 31.7 meters. So it's about 2 meters or 2.5 meters more. And when it's completely worn, 1.6 millimeter, right, which is the legal limit, the distance for braking will be approximately 39 meters. So you consider from here to here, you have 10 meters more to brake your car. And this may compromise your safety. Okay? So this more or less concludes the 4 points, right? I would like to leave again as a recommendation. Do the maintenance as suggested by the car manufacturer. Okay? Make a visual inspection of your tires on a regular basis. Look for irregular wear. Look for the tread depth. Look for any signs of the pressure being non-adequate to the weight, and do the maintenance. Right? Most of this maintenance is not expensive. Some is free. I mean, like air It's free. You go to the gas station and you have air for free. Okay, costs nothing. Okay, and another thing, one last thing is do the tire rotation as indicated. Do the tire rotation as indicated by the manufacturer. Depend on the type of your car. If it has a rear drive or front drive, it's a different sort of arrangement. So look at this in the manual. Do this rotation at 5,000 kilometers, and your tires will last more. Okay. As I said in the beginning, tires are an important part of your vehicle, right? They have a role in everyone's safety. A good tire with good maintenance gives you peace of mind and good journeys for you and your family. So drive safe, be safe. Thank you.